Hello everybody, I've got something special for you today. A door that was opened when I made this computer upgrade and is now being stepped through. You're going to see one of the things I wanted to do but couldn't do that I've been itching to try, and you can understand why I'm excited about the possibilities in the future now the computer upgrade's done. Now what follows is my 6 of my favourite games. There are no Bethesda games in this list, not because they don't deserve to be in the list, but because everybody knows I love the Bethesda games and everybody knows they'd be my top 10 easily. So I just assume most of the Bethesda games from Fallout 3 all the way through to Skyrim would be on this list, including Morrowind, and leave it at that. So these are other games I enjoy playing. Now I'm going to show you some clips of each one, right? And as I do, remember, click like or dislike, leave comments, because I use all of this information to decide what future content to post. And if you could give a thumbs up, then I know this is the kind of thing you want to see. If you give a thumbs down, I know it's not. So use the up and down arrow to tell me these things. It's no wrong answer. There's no, oh no, people didn't like this. It's all a good answer to me. Comments are good, just don't attack each other, don't disagree, make personal comments, just focus on what you disagree with, leave the personal stuff out of it, because that's trolling, and that will get you blocked. Right, so anyway, comments, likes, dislikes, subscribe, all that usual stuff down below. Now let's get on with it and show you the games. This game is City Skylines, one of the best city games ever made in my opinion. It traces its heritage back through a long line of city games that came before it, but this marks a breaking point between the graphics, which were quite a high-end machine to run, and a city game that run quite well on a low-end machine. Although if you turn all the detail up, it still requires a high-end machine to run. This is City Skylines, and it is probably one of the best city games ever made, I would say. This particular game I'm playing here has had a series of disasters, usually tsunamis washing all this away. Makes it fun though, you see, and I've got more settlements up here, expanding in all directions, as you can see. In fact, I seem to recall, I think it was this game I developed even further, this was all cities. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've actually got a more advanced save than this. But anyhow, this game here, if you like city building, which is one of the ones where you sit back and chill, it says you can do anything you like. It doesn't remember SimCity, but this is better than SimCity. And I'm on about SimCity 1 to SimCity 2000 here, not what came after that, because what came after that was actually quite good. Anyhow, time to update the settings, shall we? Because first of all, we don't need to run in that resolution anymore. Sync every bank. Right. Okay, we'll apply that. Yes. Depth of field. Let's disable that entirely, shall we? Colour correction error. No, we don't want to correct that. High, distance far enabled. Okay, we'll go with that. Right, there we go. And we're still getting 40 frames per second-ish. Right, this is a really intensive game, by the way, so it can really hit the system hard. But also one of the games where it's actually playing. There we go, now it's moving, it's gone down to 38. But, it's going down 44. Even a manual system, 44 frames per second. But you can select counter cards, and you can just anyway, listen, this is, well, I assume you know something about city builders, but basically you've got all these sections here that allow you to lay down water, electricity, and cover the whole city. When it runs out, certain areas of the city start becoming unhappy and things start falling apart. You get fire, health, police, education, lots of parks, things like that, all kinds of stuff. It's got it all really, and I've really enjoyed it. I mean, I've been playing this. It's actually, you see, on the 10th of March, which was when was that? That was 4 days ago. This was 7 years old, and I am still playing it because it is still the best city game available after 7 years. If you look down here, for instance, right, see these here? Building these flooding. See, this is what I mean, you see. I had a series of disasters, and this is the consequence of them disasters. See there? It's still partly flooded as a result of what was going on. Because the tsunami basically washed inland quite far. I may have triggered it myself. Okay, I did trigger it myself. Then I put all these rivers in to drain it away. But it was just fun, you know, watching it happen and then rebuilding afterwards. Anyway, this thing here, these radios, I'm not going to turn it on because I found with YouTube, it might be okay to stick it in a game, or these songs in a game, and then years later they sell the rights to the songs and then they get a copyright strike against a video that was made 10 years earlier because it's got music in it. So I've disabled the music, but the radios, they're well worth adding. I actually quite enjoy listening to them because they're absolutely ridiculous. They've also added the Surviving Mars radio to this as well, which is quite good in its own right. You didn't hear that in the Surviving Mars video because I turned that off as well for the same reason. But yeah. Anyhow, this is definitely one of the best city games ever made. Well worth having. One of my favourite games of all time. Whenever I fancy doing a city game, this is what I would do. No Man's Sky. Another good game. Started out getting a bit of a bad reputation because it wasn't all it was cracked up to be. But the developers have bounced back. They've added features to it over the last 7 years, because I believe it's, is it 7 years or 6 years? But anyhow, they've added features to it and it just gets better and better and better. And it's basically, you're flying around the universe in like a spore style world. You go down to the world, you scan things, you get money for it, you build settlements and bases and outposts and upgrade your ship, and you know, you follow a storyline if you want to. It's a really good game, worth playing. Requires a slightly beefier machine than most. But I was playing this on my old PC, which was about 8 years old, and it worked fine. I've since turned up all the detail, and I get to enjoy it in its rich, you know, colourful format. So, check it out. This is No Man's Sky. It's about going around the universe, exploring, upgrading your ship, and doing various things. It's a good game. I play this quite a lot, and not as much as some games, but quite a lot. And basically, you scan for animals, vegetation, upload it to a database, get paid for it, and also trade. You find places to trade and places to mine resources and things like that. This is a rather special planet. This isn't a normal planet. No, I don't want to land. Oh, hit the wrong key there. And you get out of the thing, it saves the game. But you get green planets, normal planets with trees and animals. And they've improved this game. When it first came out, it got quite a lot of bad press. It says, but since then, it's been doing quite well. They've added so much to it now that it's a different game entirely. And there's a fleet. You can actually get giant ships like that, use them as your base and fly around the universe now. Let's go to a station, shall we? You can mine as well by just shooting rocks like that. And you see Well, this system is a bit of a rare system. It's got a lot of hostiles in it, you know. Quite frankly, it's probably a difficult one to settle in. We're going to go to a station now. We're just going to have a little look. That ship's jumping in. When we get close to that, it'll start to dock us. There we go. There you get to name some of the systems. This is part of the Emperor Brian. By the way, recording on this game is giving me 60 frames per second, but I think that's capped at that. It doesn't go higher than that. But the jerking is because it's such a resource-intensive game. It really does require quite a lot of RAM and processing power and stuff to run well. I've turned all the detail all the way up on this now since I've upgraded it, so. But yeah, sometimes you get, well, you can upgrade your ships and stuff when you change your character here as well. See there, change the look of it. And you can also trade with these vessels when they land. Buy people's ships if you need to. There he is. Unfortunately, all the menu options are going to be here. So you can sell stuff, anything I don't like or don't need, I can sell to him. So yeah, it's quite good. Fortunately, I can't remember how to get out of this. Right, anyway, that there is No Man's Sky. And there's quite a lot to do on this, millions of planets and things like that. So, yeah. But let's just go across here before I actually move on. Because if there's a portal here, there should be, there we go. Let's go through the portal. Right, we go to a settlement, one of my colonies, or any one of the systems. Let's go to the settlement, shall we? These are technology research. Settlements were something that were added fairly recently, I believe, allowing you to, you know, build them up. Now, I haven't played this game in a few months, so I've got no idea what state the colony's in. But there's my starship there. Although it's white, it's in the middle of that, I don't know. I think that's something that's being built. Yeah. An airport type thing. But anyway, see if I can find my office.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Yeah. So, but this is a settlement here. These are all mass settlers. Like I said, it's a new part of the game added fairly late. Lost my place now. No starship. You start by coming to here, by the way, that terminal. Now you can choose to try and run the settlement. Yeah, there we go. They're the beacons I placed down to actually do things. researchable things. I've already done most of these, as you can see. Now, where is it? There it is. We can have a look what's going on in the settlement here. Do policy making. High performance solar panels or sentinel shields. There we go, that gives it something to do. New settlement status. It's improving. Happiness is quite low. Settlement debt's gone up because I haven't been playing the game in a while, but look at that, it's at 10 million now. Rising. Maintenance cost per day is there. Productivity there. We needed that to be higher than that. So yeah. But you can keep making them and move on to different settlements and stuff. But it's one of those games where you need to be playing it constantly. It's a bit like online games, you know, where you've got to keep coming back every day to get the bonuses. It's a bit like that. Right, anyway, you can pick flowers and stuff in this game too, and man resources and whatnot. So it's got everything really. Surviving Mars. Yeah, this is a strategy game. Not strategy game, it's kind of a city strategy game. You land on Mars and you've got to survive and build up a colony, and if you've got the right DLCs, terraform the planet. I love Mars, I love space, I'm a sci-fi geek, so this is one of my favourite city games. It is a city game really, although it's about colonising Mars. There's another game called Surviving the Aftermath, which is made by the same people, similar kind of thing. If you like Fallout, you might prefer that one. They're basically very similar, but they're totally different in what they cover. So yeah, they're two excellent games, worth looking at, right? But this one is just showing you off Surviving Mars. So check this out, and remember, I've sunk hundreds of hours into this game. I absolutely love games about Mars. I do. I'm a bit of a sci-fi geek. I love science. I love technology. I like to think about man's future, and this is one of the best games from that standpoint. Basically, you land on Mars, and when you land on it, it is just barren, and you start going through the whole system of colonising it. First of all, we like automated
Research
tools, no population. It looks more or less like that when you first land. And then if you've got the DLCs for terraforming, you can make it green. If you don't, you just learn to live on the barren areas like that. There are DLCs like going underground, which I haven't got. Doesn't really interest me, to be honest, because it's just building this stuff underground as well. So 2 maps instead of 1. But yeah, this is one of the best city games I've seen, and because it's got a Mars aspect to it as well, surviving on Mars, it's even better. And once you get the atmosphere to be more healthy, like all the stats up here, once they're, on the right, hit the right level, you can get rid of the domes and everybody can breathe Martian air. But until then, everybody has to live inside a dome, and you build inside the dome and do stuff and place things, upgrade factories. There's loads to do in this game, absolutely loads. It's highly recommended. They also do a Surviving the Apocalypse, which if you're into apocalypse style areas, it's exactly the same kind of thing, except for it's apocalypse based, and the attention to detail in that is amazing as well. I'm not going to show you that one though, even though it's a newer game, because I haven't got it installed. I've just got a new computer, but this series of games definitely worthwhile. You've got technology, trees, everything you need. You can get cargo rockets from Earth. You research here, what you want to research, all kinds of stuff. Build menu for building things, just do that, stick it down and away you go. You've got rovers which you've got to research and bring in from Mars and send them all over the place to gather resources. It's all pretty good. Plus, once you've got the resources to do it and the research, you can make ramps up to these plateaus and start building up here, like I have. You see, I've got like little areas here for terraforming. basically these things, they seed the surrounding area and it requires water to do it. So you get water and that, and it seeds it. And as you research things, different types of plants start to appear. Right now we've got grass, a bit of fauna, some trees. Later on you get different types of trees. In fact, I probably started getting different types of trees, I just haven't changed them. But this is an early one, look. This is how it starts out early on. I should probably go to that, and it's got bushes and trees. What type of trees are available? Mixed. Yeah, turn that to mixed trees. If we turn this to mixed trees as well, right, then it'll be more natural and realistic. That's water location when you first start. And there's another one that's literally just started, so we'll get that to mixed trees as well. So slowly I'm turning this, all of this green, and it's improving these stats until the whole planet becomes just like Earth. So yeah, it is a really good game, and if you really enjoy these kind of games, definitely buy it. Total War Warhammer 2 next. I know there's a free out, and I will be getting it, but I happen to like the Total War series anyway, but I think the Warhammer series of it is the best so far. But before this, it was Medieval 1 that I liked, and I still like that game. Right? But this one really nails it. Thing is though, Total War 1, or Total War Warhammer 1, got a slagging off because the campaign only limited to so many sides you could play, and the campaign didn't feel complete. There was a lot of things short with it. And instead of fixing it, they made a new game fixing it, and then sold the same game twice. So now if you've got to own 1 and 2 to get all the features, so they basically forced you to buy 2 games to get the features you should have got in the first one. And then they sold loads of DLCs to add sides to it, so they milked it that way. So it's a bit of a rip-off, this one. And now they've done free, I'm expecting free to just basically be chaos added to that, you know, for 50 quid. So it's not the most, it's a bit of a cheeky game from Sega. They've charged quite a lot for this game, but it is a very good game. And you get to use to play all the Warhammer sides supported. My favourite ones are the Vampire Coast DLCs, Tomb Kings. I like the Wood Elves. You can use DLCs from the first one in the second one, and so you need to buy the first one to get the DLCs from that in order to play them in the second one. So you can't get away with not owning the first Warhammer Total War, and I suspect the third one's going to be the same. And I've yet to see them do a package where you get 1 and 2 together. So maybe I'm wrong on that. Anyway, check it out. Now we're going to look at Warhammer Total War 2. This is a Vampire Coast DLC I'm using here, and we've just started the game. They've just given us the talk about where everything is and what to be careful of and who we can make alliances with, and just showing us the world. It's all covered up again now because we haven't explored it, but this is one of the best strategy games, you know, in my mind of recent years, and it's also one of my favourites because I'm a massive Warhammer 40k fan. I like the Warhammer universe, so this is good. So we're going to hire some troops, we're going to raise some troops now, so we need a few more of them, more of them, more of them. We need more of everything, in fact, so we'll just recruit them. That'll take us a turn to do. Unfortunately, the whole thing here is covered up, so I can't really see
my
that.
crowded psyche.
Now, we just sort of like...
That is not warranted. Make this quick.
This is his ship, by the way. Right, I'm just making some upgrades to his ship there. And cruise. Yeah, do the zombie one first. Right. I think that's it. Yeah. Now we wait for the end of the turn. Unfortunately, I've got the screen here in the wrong place, so we just had to put up with that. On this game, it should have been in the top corner. Now he's running away, look, which is a shame because I wanted to attack him and show you the battle sequence.
My lord, the enemy raid your lands and slaughter your denizens. Take up arms against them. Make them pay dearly for their transgressions.
Don't worry, I will. I was planning to.
My mind rages.
Is he still building?
I am listening.
Right.
Back to your ranks. To their graves.
Orders are important here.
Battle is upon us. Study your options carefully. The enemy are close.
Yeah, we know.
Blood.
Go away, right? Now, he's got whatever that is. I think I can win here. So we're going to go with combat. Bear in mind, this is another game I haven't been able to play in a while because I've been busy working. But I really do enjoy this game.
Your soldiers are ready to deploy for battle, my lord.
Yes,
They
go
await-
away. Right. Now we're going to just group the pot things together. Put that to 1. Put the shooty ones on 2. Leave them independent. Leave them independent. So that's where they are. We want the shooty guys here. I'm going to put the assaulty guys right behind them, ready to charge forward. We're going to put Mr. Bomb there, another bomb there, and we're going to have this guy right here and that guy right there. I'll put that guy right there and make sure our leader is in the middle. Start battle. Now, try and get him into the forest as quick as
Be
possible.
sure to position your troops accurately in battle, my lord. Drag out your formations for best effect.
See, they're approaching me. Right, let's get these guys and just expand the line a little bit. Attack him. Don't want them attacking the bomb thing. That bomb guy there could do an awful lot of damage to anything he gets near. So can he. Trouble is he's got to get near them first. I'm trying to shoot him already, look. That's the problem when you catch him in the open. It doesn't really work that well. He's not going to get anywhere.
Your troops come under fire, Commander. Have them find cover or eliminate the source.
Wait, I've got these. Right, what we've done just there is having this flank. And let's see what I can't use his post because this is over it. That's unfortunate. Right, now we might be able to get these into here now. Bit of a slow walker, but
for murder! Gunnery mob! Gunnery mob!
Turn these on them to shoot them, and let's get B to attack the rear of these. Attacking from the rear gives him a penalty, a morale penalty. So we've got to do it quickly, because these guys are approaching. When the flag starts flashing white, that's when they're ready to rout. Now we're routing there. Let's take them out.
Your warriors tire, mighty lord. Their exertions dull their ability to fight. Give them time to rest.
Go on. Yes. Boom. See, that's what we want. Not much left of his men there. Now he's now we do is come round the back here and we do the same thing again, attack from the rear. These are our guys here, we'll have them help out. And you can see, doing quite well. Let's see if we win a few of their troops left.
Yes, Captain!
It's a point, there's his leader. So let's have Mol shoot him and attack him. And he goes, morale will break and everybody will run away. No, I don't knock it into 6, are we? Don't remember knocking things that far though. Where is he? Oh, there he is. You can see him now, cast the spell. I've never known the characters fly away that far. I think it's just him left now, isn't it? They do upgrade their magical abilities over time as well, so as the lords go, so do their abilities. This is quite annoying. He won't run, he's fighting to the death and he just keeps flying all over the battlefield. Yeah. Finally making some progress in killing him. These battles can be really epic. This is just a new beginner level battle. But you get right at the very start of the game. Enemy lord is wounded. End battle. Now we've lost a couple of units. About 4 units. We need to rebuild them.
Victory is yours, my lord.
Right. Infamy is useful sometimes. Would we have money or replenish troops? Good.
Souls for sale.
Right.
A pirate indeed, Admiral.
Once you get to the sea and you start exploring and going to like this place here, you start seeing the pirate game. But every faction in this is a lot different from each other, which is one of the reasons why I like it. In previous Total War games, they weren't really that different. Right, let's have a look. Hunger, regeneration. Take that ability first. Go to here, get some more of these, recruit. We've got to unlock some of these unless we're in a special location.
Global recruitment is available to boost your armies far from...
Yeah, we know that.
The Pirate King only knows victory.
Anyway, that is Total War 2 Warhammer.
A 4.
Kingdom Come Deliverance. Now this is an epic storyline of I think it's a medieval world, Poland I believe it is, or the Holy Roman Empire. Now it's definitely Europe anyway. You've got your village is attacked, and you go from a peasant being attacked to becoming a lord. And if you've got the right DLC to running your own towns, it's a very immersive game. And once you start playing it, you just totally absorbed by it. So let's check this one out. This is Kingdom Come, a medieval combat game. It can be quite brutal. You really got to like start from the beginning and work your way through it, because you'll forget how to play it if you leave it a while, and you'd have to relearn the basic moves. But you can hunt, you could pick wild stuff like these, you know, sell them in marketplaces, hunt rabbits, take on bandits. There's some bandits are roughly in that direction, which I'm trying to avoid. Right, so there's lots you can do. Everything you expect to be able to do in a medieval environment you can do. In the end of the plot, well, part of the plot, we cleared out this, and now we've got to rebuild it as part of a DLC. There's a rather funny quest involving a priest down there, and the main characters are all down here. So, but you can see it's a massive map, right? Absolutely huge map, and as games go, it ranks up there as one of the best combat sims. Now, people say it's good because the combat's realistic. I would say no, that's nonsense, because you've got to use a mouse. And have you ever seen a realistic combat game that requires a mouse? Maybe a VR headset, maybe, but not a mouse. So yeah, I personally don't like the combat system in this game, even though it's a major part of it. But you can get used to it. You're just never going to be that good at it because it's awkward, clunky, and not intuitive at all. Now this here is just one of those typical mines or something. You get a few of these in the game with characters in it. If we look at the map where we are, that's where we are. We're heading down to Rover. These were attacked early on, and there's usually bandits hanging about. And basically, you plot. The main plot starts down here. Then you work your way around here. I think it is to. I think it's there, where the this is where they help you. But this is the start of the game now. So we're heading back to the start point, really. lots and lots of things. At least found loads of these. See, these can be made into potions once you get the skills up higher. But you also get skills for picking stuff. And the better you are, the bit greater the area you can pick flowers from. So eventually you might pick one up every time you do this, but you know, so that time I picked them all up in the area. Look how many there is here, just watch this. See, they're all gone, right? You can sell it. Later in the late game you wouldn't really be doing this, right? This is something you do in the early game. But we're going to try and head now for a city of some kind, just to give you an idea of everything else involved in it. In fact, I wonder if I can fast travel there. Let's have a look. Yeah, let's fast travel. This is one of the areas that was destroyed by bandits. Now, it's getting late. We need to find a place to sleep. There are several places in here because it's empty.
Henry,
Oh, there
I'm
he
glad
is.
you came.
Well, we're going to sleep until morning if we can. This is how you get rest. You can pay to rest in a tavern or pay a lump sum so you can always rest in certain taverns. But you find beds lying around all over the place. You also need to eat, so there's a survival aspect to this game as well. This last bit's always a pain. In case you're wondering, I limit most of the frame rates on my game to 144. Right now it's going 85 frames per second whilst recording this, so that's not too bad. Anything above 60 is good. Which way are we travelling? We're travelling away from there. Let's travel to there. Might get attacked on the way though, but I've got skills in that area. Yeah, there we go. See corpses on the road from a distance. Right, okay. Let's see what happens. There we go. See them guys there? Oh god, these are a lot of these guys, look, an awful lot. And we're just one person. Now who's the bad guys here? Bloody hell.
What's the matter? Lost your balls?
Probably a mistake on my part, this. Who's attacking me now? They're all attacking me, yeah, aren't they? So you've got to lock onto a character, so I think it's mainly designed for gamepads probably. But I don't use gamepads. You get attacked from behind here as well. There you go. Got two of them before we died. But anyhow, that is Kingdom Come. Mount & Blade Bannerlords. That is my favourite game right now. It's a sequel to Mount & Blade Warband. The real name for this is Mount & Blade 2 Bannerlord. And it's basically, Warband was like the ugly duckling, but fantastic gameplay. Back in the day, you know, my website had, you know, people recommending it, and it just took off as a massive underground success and became our game of the year. that year, beating Civilization 4, I believe, and a few other top top level games. But yeah, Mountain Blade Bannerlords is a big improvement over Warbands. So sit back, enjoy. This clip might be extra long because of a battle, so just watch. This is Mountain Blade Bannerlords. So, and frankly, right now, this is probably my favourite game. Yeah, it's definitely going to be my favourite game, the one I play the most at the moment. As you can see, quite a large land to play, lots of factions. Red, these are the ones I'm at war with, and I can attack everything else I ain't currently at war with. I'm currently on this guy's side, the Reds here, and we're attacking him. We've decimated his side so far, it's getting quite small. It is actually possible for SARS to be beaten. This yellow one here, for instance, attacked around there and took this area here from a side I was once a member of. So they've grown quite powerful. Ultimately, I want to take over all their towns. In Mountain Blade Warbands, I actually managed to win that game. I rose to become king and conquered the whole map. This is proving much harder. But anyhow, we're going to just look around. That's it. Where's the... here, over here. There's somebody attacking over here. Let's go and see what's going on and get into a battle so you can see the actual thing. When I did a review of elections, yeah. When I did a review of the system, I recorded the siege warfare. Right, this time I'm just going to do a battle. If I can catch it. Is that farmers? That's village. Don't want villagers. They don't stand still to be attacked either. You've got to really chase them around. Yeah, you cowards. That's how many men they've got, and they've got 371 militia and a garrison of 268. So I couldn't possibly take that on my own. But I could form an army. Let's resolve a government decision of Great Castle. Okay. I'm going to give 60 of my thing to him. That'll increase my favour with him, but decrease it with this guy. On the other hand, if I give it 20 to him, 60 to him, no. So it dropped quite a lot. So I'm just going to give 20. There we go. Right, now, I'm just trying, I don't like attacking villages, so I'll try to avoid attacking the villages and go for other armies. This is a small army compared to mine, but as you see, you're trying to catch him. It matters. We've got them all, they're all running all over the place, but they won't stand and fight, any of them. If I had a smaller army, they'd attack me in a heartbeat. Well, we've got a castle somewhere that they want, which I can attack and force the issue. Right, city. There's a castle right there. Let's go over there. I've got enough food for a siege. So yeah, I'll get their attention. Trouble is, you might get too much attention when you do it like this, because you know they tend to flock around you, and if you can't get away, and it doesn't like it looks like it'll be difficult for me to escape. Get ready to pause it. There's one. Just let that continue a bit. Leave that. Go on. Attack. Come back. Oh, so that's not going to work either, is it? This is the problem. Oh well, I'll just have to take this castle off and what I... Right, okay then. We're battering ram. Gonna build one of those, and one of those. They will eventually attack in large numbers. Who's the new owner? Oh, look at that. It's me, isn't it? Yeah. I think I've just got another castle. Yeah. Eventually I'm going to break away from these guys. That's the one I captured earlier. When I do break away from those guys, I'm going to take the castles with me and form my own empire. Here we go, look, here we go. Leave. Go on, right. Oh, God. So you don't want to be attacked by too many of them, because they will slaughter you. Here we go, more of them coming in now. When they get enough, they'll just attack. So it's a question of what comes first. They get enough troops to attack, or I get the bits I need to attack that. Here we go, that should be enough for them. There we go. Now I probably won't. Mind you, I'm not doing too bad. Look at that, it's fairly even. Going to be quite a big battle, this one. 200 frames per second currently. Right, because they're attacking me, you know, I can be on the defensive. Now, the trick here is we go looking for a good defensive spot. Is that a river? That is a river. Look, that's a defensive spot. And this is a defensive spot up here. In fact, this is a rather good defensive spot if we can deploy back here. So what we do, take the men. Yeah, we can deploy there, that's good. Put our archers there, so we put the swords a bit lower down, the archers a bit higher so they can fire over their heads. Put our cavalry down here, and our other cavalry down here. There's only one of them, so I'll just leave them up here. Well, not many. Now we're ready. Right, now why did I do that? Well, this is a strategy that involves them charging uphill at me. Right? Remember, they're attacking me, so they've got to come at me. So they'll come charging up here with their horses. Watch what happens. See, you slow down as you go uphill, it tires them out. And you also get an advantage from fighting uphill. Because I'm near the top now, I can now move these guys to there. Archers to there and get them even higher up. Plus I can move the horse archers higher up as well. We should start seeing the, here we go. So now, take the cavalry, have them follow me. We go after those these guys on horseback. In fact, I'm going to release them, let them just take them on. We don't want to do our fighting over here necessarily. We don't want them to have too many mounted troops, so we wear them down first. Unfortunately, they've got lots of men in this area as well. Right, now we'll get the guys to follow me. Let's just charge through the edge of here. And turn to where our guys work, so we don't want to lose too many men here. It's the only problem, you've got a long stick like me. I'll take these guys back up here and let our men do some good. In fact, let's get over here so we can see what's going on. See, they're attacking now, look.
Soldiers! Follow me!
Why they're taking their turn. Don't worry, we're going to get them from the side. We're already running away some of these. I need to change the weapon level. There we go. I wonder why these are so weak, it's because I've been attacking this side for a while, taking out their best troops as often as I can. They're still recruiting and building up their army when I attacked. That's how you do, you wear them down. You might notice it's a slaughter. With my troops, certainly aren't weak. They're already trained up. But don't worry, he'll have more troops coming in because there was a size of mountain, but they'll come in from over there. You see them running towards us, look. Just let them build up a little bit. Actually, that's our men coming in, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I forgot to move my army back from there to the movement from the start point. Up here, just like the rest of them now. Oops, that's a bad situation to be in. There's some bows.
Root attack!
There we go. Charge uphill. They should get stopped there from now. They're just massacred. Sneaky game. This can be a rather high-speed game when it gets going. You might notice the tables are turned in my favour now. We've still got quite a lot of cavalry. That's our men. So like I said, fast-paced game. Right, time to let the men loose. Everybody's on charge orders now. We'll come racing down there and attack anything heading towards them, and the guys that are already on the ground will start doing the same thing. They're running away now. Looks like we've pretty much won this one. And when they have better troops, the results aren't quite as one-sided. But like I said, I've been wearing them down for a number of hours, so they're all fairly weak. Yeah. They're all running now. End of battle, really. Just killing off the ones that are running away. You look how many lords and stuff are involved in this battle. Go. Right. Renown. Influence is what you spend in voting on the council and for doing stuff. Morale and stuff helps with combat. Now here we go, right? I usually let them go and it increases my relationships with them. It means later on they might consider joining my side. If I see an army with an especially strong lord, I will sometimes just chop his head off. Just to make sure he's not their armies are weaker next time. Now this is a lot of stuff. I'm just going to take the lot. Now you notice we're still in the siege mode here. Now we just defeated their big, well, a sizable chunk of their army. We're going to try again. Don't worry about that. We can start doing the thing now, but it's going to start building the battering rams, which will make the siege a bit easier for us. I've got no idea how many troops he's got. In fact, he's got 200 militia. That's quite a lot of militia. So it's going to be a big battle. There we go. More coming in, look. Yeah, they'll attack again. Should I attack now or should I wait? These are actually handy to have in sieges. So I can possibly wait. No, I'll leave assault now. We've just got enough to do it as it stands. But we've got a couple of siege engines that will help. Right, let's just do auto deployment. Early in the beta this was a bit weird, so I just left it on auto deployment for that. Right, who do I want to lead? Do it like that. Okay. Everybody's moving in now. Where's this siege? Is that over there? We're attacking on several sides. So we have the advantage early on. There we go. There he is. Okay, let's get off of this mount. Get archers. Not much action going on at this side. Ah, he said he gets me. Sieges are great. Gotta love them. the right. Miles away. I can't see how much health I've got. I really need to move that window somewhere else. But where was the big thing going? It must be at the wall by now. There it is, and it's already at the wall. Good. Change weapon. Not that weapon. I'm not carrying a shield on this, and usually in sieges I would, but it's because it's just the best configuration for what I do. See that, look, our men are doing quite well because there's a big army of militia in here, but my men are all trained. It's making a difference. Let me get caught. I don't want to get pushed off of here, but you can easily get pushed off. Freddie Mercury. Wish I could see how much health I had. There's a actual thing, if I change to bow again, I can refill my arrows now. See, we're actually winning this, because like they said, their armies are quite weak.
We must yield!
Nearly over. No, I don't think there's anybody up there because they'd be charging up there if there was. Anyhow, this is Mountain Blade Bannerlords. Probably my favourite game right now. And if they've stopped, that means the battle's over. Yeah. Again, more influence. Suspended meetings. Now, yeah, I know I'm over the prison limit, but what can you do? Now, if we just, hang on. If we show mercy. So, castle. You go, dungeon. Let's get rid of some prisoners because we're way over the limit, but we don't want it to be the good ones. We're going to send them somewhere else. Unfortunately, like I said, that screen here is in exactly the wrong position. I'll get in there. A few more. That'll do. Right then, leave that, just wait here for some time, see they'll sod off now. The garrison's got 8 men in it. Yeah, go on then. Oh, look at that. That's another castle to me. I bet it's the one I've just won, isn't it? Yeah. I'm going to have to leave a garrison here now then. So we go to garrison. That's all they've got. So let's stick some of these guys in. No, skirmishers, veteran archers. Important to have good archers and infantry. Trained infantry. Makes it that much harder for them to do anything in it. This is why I've got such a large number of cavalry, because I tend to keep the cavalry. One of my guys needs to move him back up here. Actually, let's no. There we go. Let's give that to, let's see, 25 plus building. Give it to him. We'll give him 100,000, well 10,000, and we'll tell him, what's that? Yeah, we definitely want that on the list. Been quite upgraded quite a bit, this has. So I'm losing money here because of the number of troops I've got. The game doesn't seem to balance out against wages, it just keeps adding more and more troops. So you've got to go around your property occasionally and just empty them. Anyhow, still got a look at that large army there, look. Probably go straight for that actually. Let's go back here. Wait here for some time. No, he isn't. Walking past it. I've actually had that castle already once in this game. Okay, stop, waiting, leave. I didn't really want that castle in the first place. I just had to get it to demonstrate the battles. Anyway. Ooh, look at that. Anyway, that there is Bannerlords, my current favourite game. Well, that's it then. Now, top 6 games that aren't Bethesda games. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell me what you think below, post yours below if you like. We'll see what's going on there and see what people who view this channel play. Remember, I don't really own a console, I don't play console games as such, I'm not really into movie-based games. That's games that have lots of movie sequences and smaller clips of gameplay. I think Grand Theft Auto 5 I enjoyed, but that was as close as I came to these movie-orientated games, because basically the video supported the gameplay and not the other way around. The gameplay was still alright. But yeah, anyway, it's a special video this, because it's the first time I've been able to do this kind of thing, and it's thanks to this new PC. So like, dislike, Tell me what you think. If you really enjoyed this video, right, it's important to leave some indication so I know more videos like this, please. See you in the next one.